Ladies and gentlemen, it's a damn shame that this clip from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, recorded in 1993, is still relevant today. And the saddest part, it will be relevant 100 years from now. Let's take a watch, shall we?
Oh, homie, I'm not supposed to say anything, but you have nothing to worry about. You're in. Your word? Me and Carlton got in? Well, not exactly. I mean, you're cool and all, but Carlton, well, he's not exactly our type. Hey, what do you mean, not our type? Well, Carlton is not like you and me. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't know what you're saying. Will, Carlton doesn't exactly exemplify what I think a Phi Beta Gamma is. Oh, and what is that? Well, it's not Ralph Lauren shirts and wingtip shoes in corporate America. We don't need a brother like him in this fraternity. Man, he is exactly what you need in this fraternity. I mean, Carlton has been a straight A student since preschool. He gives you 150% every time. Look, Will, I realize he's your cousin and you have to defend him, but this discussion is closed. All right. Carlton, come on, man. Let's go. I didn't get in. What? Why? Look, I don't know, man. Come on, just let's go. How dare you not take Will? He's full of potential. That's why we want him. It's you we don't want. Me. But I did everything. I cooked, I cleaned, I hand-washed the toilets. Everything your butler does for you. I'm not accepting no prep school, Bel-Air bred sellout into my fraternity. Homie, you can stop all that. No, wait, Will. I got this one. You think I'm a sellout. Why? Because I live in a big house or I dress a certain way? Or maybe it's because I like Barry Manilow. Even Barry White, y'all. Being black isn't what I'm trying to be, it's what I am. I'm running the same race and jumping the same hurdles you are, so why are you tripping me up? You said we need to stick together, but you don't even know what that means. If you ask me, you're the real sellout. Yeah, that's right, boy. And in the words of my illustrious cousin, we gonna make it like a tree and leave. And look, you don't speak for the rest of us, dog. I'm gonna have you kicked out of here. Make like a tree and leave. I never say that. It's make like a banana and split. I'll keep that in mind, all right?
Laszlo, how could you?
Oh, get over it, Mary. I'm leaving you. For your brother. Oh, you've got to take this from me tomorrow. Damn that Laszlo.
Hey, we looking at the newest Phi Beta Gamma?
No, apparently I'm not enough of a brother to be a brother. What? Pledge leader said he didn't like sellouts.
Well, who does? I mean, you wait and wait and wait. When you finally get to the front of the line, everything's gone.
You know, this really irritates me. I have worked very hard to give my family a good life, and suddenly somebody tells me there's a penalty for success? I'm sorry you had to go through this, son. When are we going to stop doing this to each other?
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, so if you notice in that clip from 1993, That's kind of always been the back thing in the black community. If you dress a certain way, talk a certain way, you don't fit into the community. Now, I was raised in a different way, and today I'm thankful for it. My mother did not allow ghetto talk in her house. Was not going to have it. You're going to speak in complete English. And today, if you meet one of my 7 brothers and sisters, we don't do, I guess, what they used to call jive talk. My sister doesn't allow rap music in her house. Of course, I listen to country. Even if you meet my nieces and nephews, we all speak properly, which BLM would not approve of, which Whoopi and Joy would not approve of. And I was just raised to be an American and a good person, or in our case, a good Texan and a good person. There's certain things we don't allow. We don't allow that culture, which is funny because one of my other nephews is a rapper. It's really weird. Anyway, we don't allow it. And I was just sitting out back. I've been up since like 3 a.m. And that video just happened to come up, right? And I'm like, yeah, that really hits home. And it's even today. I watched that video when I was 19. I'm 47. It still applies. Even if you look on CNN, look at Don Lemon, who he says is black and who he says is not. Joy Reid, the crazy professor dude with the big white hair, who he says is black and who he says is not. And they will, or the conversation with T.I. and Candace Owens. They challenge your blackness. It's like, first of all, I'd slap T.I. in the mouth, little bitch. T.I. is like 5. For those of you who don't know, T.I. is like 5'4" or 5'5". So he has a lot of nerve telling anybody anything, but apparently he likes bullying women. And I did a show on that. Because you notice when the bigger man spoke up in that interview, he shut up. Like the bitch he is. But see, that's their first go-to. You're not really black. You've seen it. I've put it on this show. I've been called a black white supremacist. I've had people call me a white supremacist. It's like, are you not even watching the show? But that's the sad point of the black community. And Black Lives Matter seized on that. They seized on it. Black Lives Matter, a multi-million-dollar organization that's ran by young white people, seized on that, the weakness in the black community. And that's our weakness. That's our main weakness. You're not really black. Nobody cares what you think. When you're busy taking my hand out of your mouth, then yeah, you can give your opinion. But that clip is so, it brings out emotions. See, here's what a lot of young white people don't realize about the black community. There was a reason. Because I've told you guys, I used to be in the Nation of Islam. There was a reason so many young black people were attracted to the Nation of Islam. It had nothing to do with their teachings, honestly. Honestly, I love chitlins, didn't want to be a Muslim. Can't eat pork? Yeah, screw that. Grew up on bacon. Chitlins. It was because they represented discipline. They were always in suits. They had on nice bow ties. They spoke eloquently. See, here's what the black community needs to realize. Black Lives Matter wants you stuck in that mentality of being a ghetto black person. It's also another funny video. I'm not going to play it. But if you want, you can YouTube it. I encourage you to. It's by Chris Rock. And it's called Black People versus the N-Word. Now, if you're going to look it up on YouTube, he doesn't use the N-word in the title, so you're going to have to put it in. And there's a big difference. See, they want to keep us in that sphere, that little circle that Black Lives Matter controls. It's really sad. Really kind of hurts. And luckily, I was born into the family I was born into. I thank God each and every day for my parents, my grandparents, each of my brothers and sisters, because we've always kept each other out of that. Matter of fact, in other news, kind of the same news, but other news, see this little white shit here on the brim of my hat? It needs to be cleaned, right? So my little brother's taking in his cowboy hats and getting them cleaned. This is not a gimmick. This is how we dress. So he's taking his hats in next week, and he's going to take mine in. He's going to get them all cleaned. It just really, once I saw that, it's like, yeah, that's what we've been trying to break away from. And I think more Black people need to get in the position, or put your kids in the position, to break away from it. If you meet my daughter, she speaks very proper. We don't use broken English. We don't use that ghetto jive shit. We speak very proper. You know why? Because that's how you make it in the world. Because this is America, not Black America. This is America, not Africa America. This is America, not Mexico America. It's America. Even though the Mexican part can be argued because they are part of South America. So, hey. But if you want to make it here, you speak in proper English. And one of the great things about doing YouTube videos is when I see stuff like this, I can talk to you guys and I can talk it through in my head. So understand, I don't script or anything. When I'm talking it through in my head. But I appreciate each and every one of you guys listening. Like, subscribe, share. And as always, especially in these days and times, keep your powder dry and do what you got to do.